So, just enjoying this cool shade over here beside the house. There's a field, a little walkway, some peace and quiet. You know, sometimes I really don't feel like I have anywhere to run to or where to hide. I've been hearing a lot about the spirit of infirmity, poverty, brokenness, lack of faith. It's like I feel like I'm being tormented. Now, I'm really not that bad of a person. I mean, I know it's not about being good or bad, but it's like where can I get a breakthrough? Where can I get a breakthrough? Where do I have to go? What do I have to do to have a breakthrough? I'm sick. I got lumps all over me, inside my body. Had surgery, cut on. I can't even use the bathroom right. Now, I know there's a spiritual side and a natural side. And what you see in my face is the natural. And the spiritual, you can't see it. You can't see it with your eyes. It's only known from within, I reckon. So some people say, well, your body ain't gonna live. It's okay to die. It's okay just to go right back down to that earth and be nothing. Or, if you don't get your spirit right, then, your flesh is gonna die and your spirit's gonna die. Now, whatever kind of life force, was put inside a body and some energy, you know, that's, is that energy gonna just disappear? Is it gonna go away somewhere? It's just gonna stop being? Now, should I worry about fixing my gut, fixing my flesh? What, what can I eat? What can I kill the parasites, the demonic parasites that are in me? You always hear about demons. Well, I know what your demons are. And it's not my fault. It ain't my fault. I was put in this world. I didn't make it. And sometimes I feel like I don't even want to be in it. I really don't. Because of so much brokenness and pain and suffering. And oh, well, that's just going to build your spirit, man. Okay. No money, no land, no health, nothing. Nothing. Really, really, really. They say, oh, Illuminati and one world order and the medical trying to kill everybody. Well, there's not enough room on this earth for everybody. The poor people just need to go. Well, my riches have been withheld from me. My birthright, the land. You can't even own land. You can't own land. People think they can, but you pay taxes on the land. You can't own it. If it's meant for my body to live 1,000 years, we're a long way off. I struggle with two different sides. So, you know, I've heard this, I've heard that. I've done a lot of research, got a lot of information, tried to decipher, what's true and what's not. And a lot of it just kind of frustrates and aggravates me. It gets on my nerves. I don't know what to do. If it was so easy to obtain spirituality, then everybody would be just, what they call glowing balls of fire or something. However you want to interpret the book. And, a lot of people say, well, if you don't stop doing this, you don't stop doing that, you're going to go to hell and you're going to suffer for eternity. Well, guess what? That don't make any sense at all. Don't make no sense at all. I pricked my finger. Well, apparently that's like Masonic or blood ritual or something like that. Did some research on Cain and Abel. Cain killed his brother and his brother's blood cried out to God. It does say that. It says his blood got God's attention. Now, whether you want to say it's black magic or white magic, in the time frame a month or two ago, I was pricking my finger over my intent. I got the idea from a flat earth guy or quasi-luminous. I got that idea from that. And it's like, I kind of felt like there was a spirit and some vibrations that came with that. So can the devil imitate God's vibes or electricity? Is Is there something to it? Is that what all the elites do? They do a bunch of blood sacrifice and then they lord over us poor people? And we're slaves? Slaves to the government? Slaves to money? Slaves to time? Just a slave. Whether it's for him, her, whoever. Are you a willing slave or an unwilling slave? It's about overcoming this life. What are we supposed to be overcoming? Are we supposed to just go to work every day and just have a good life and make some kids and buy a house and property and white picket fence? I mean, those things are nice. If you're just going to burn in hell for eternity, then, whatever. If, Jesus died once and for all for everybody, then why does it matter what you do? Why does it matter? You're just gonna do the same thing every single day. Most stuff just doesn't even satisfy. We think it does. Get a little happy. We get $1,000 or something in our pocket, get a little happy. Then bill time come around. You gotta make another 1,000. I don't even know what it's like to have $2,000 in my pocket at one time. That's not saying much. I used to go to work all the time before I got sick. I go to work, make $15 an hour, 30, 40 hours a week, $500, $600 a week. Gotta pay for gas, food. If you don't eat, your immune system ain't gonna work properly. So if you go to work without eating, then you're gonna be tired. Just a lot of things don't make sense to people, and people just don't see it. They don't see stuff. And I felt like I started to wake up whenever I started pricking my finger. I mean, I felt like I was waking up whenever I used to go to church a long time ago too. I've been in, Bible studies, Freedom Farm, Rescue Mission. Everybody teaching the Bible. Been taught a bunch of stuff. Been taught that we all came from monkeys. Been taught that the world is only 6,000 years, or the world is like billions of years. Whatever. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter if your tongue is cut out. Don't matter if parts of you is numb. Don't matter. See them scars? Scars. Scars. Got other scars too. See that? That takes blood, sweat, and tears equity. Somebody had to go out here and grow some food or something. Probably soybean, whatever it is. It's funny because soy is like supposedly toxic, full of pesticides. All food, they're trying to kill bugs, keep the bugs off the food. Ain't enough food to go around for everybody. People starving. People killing people. A lot of people, a lot of hurting people. A lot of anxiety, depression, mold, fungus, bacteria. I kind of feel a little funny talking to myself sometimes. Well, really all the time. You talk to yourself any? You sit down at the table, too scared to move. Try to absorb some kind of natural substance. Hopefully your brain will work right. Sit there and worry about every little thing. Well, anyway, my body hurts. My mind hurts. My spirit hurts. It's just a bunch of nonsense. Nothing really matters. And if, you know, people say if you don't press into the truth, you're just gonna burn. You're gonna burn either way. One way or the other. Even if you live 1,000 years, what after that? What? What does it matter? You don't know how to tap into supernatural energy. Is that your fault? Is it your fault if you can't feel the Holy Spirit? God so loved the world. Why ain't the Holy Spirit loving everybody? What difference does it make if you do something wrong? If it's unconditional? Why can't you just feel ecstatic all the time, no matter what? Why do we have to have a body? Well, anyway, shit. It's been 20 minutes. I've been talking about, just rambling on about nothing. If you made it this far, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how to explain a lot of stuff that goes on in my mind. All the things that I've heard, this and that. One side, this side, the other side. I know whenever I see somebody in need, and I can help them, that's what I do. That's way I know how. And the division is what keeps us separate. The unity brings us together. But if we're always out there pointing the finger at the church, pointing the finger at the black magic, white magic, Masons, Illuminati, government, medical, whatever, we're always pointing the finger. Somebody else's fault. I know I don't like being a slave. I don't like being, I don't like a lot of things. I just have to deal with it. Oh well. I can cry a bunch of tears, get on my knees. Then if I do that, I feel like I'm getting a little bit spiritual. But then I tell people that, and they're like, well, why you can't? Well, you should be joyful. You should have the Holy Spirit in you. You should be vibrating, electrical. Anyway, bound to the terms that you're in right now. The contract. Everything's a contract. And you're on the shit-eating side of the contract right now. Because your silence is consent. You gave up the land. You gave up everything. At birth. The birth certificate, you're already dead. The birth certificate is the death certificate. The certificate of birth is what shows that you're alive. But the birth certificate shows that you're dead. Because your silence is consent. You're gonna get up, you're gonna take a piss, drink some coffee, take a shit, take a shower, go to work, come home from work, eat, go to bed, have some intimate time with your other, and go to sleep. Did Jesus die for all of that? Jesus died so we can just do whatever we want. Jesus died to bring the Holy Spirit, give you life more abundant. Every time I go to church, get in the church real good. I still went to work, made $10 an hour back then. I thought I was doing all right. $10 an hour, just sold my soul for $10 an hour. I ain't getting nowhere. Working like a slave. Working like a slave. The boss man don't even work. He just gets the job, and then I have to do all the work. Being the workers, the helpers. Then the boss gets the bigger check. It's so backwards. Everybody should be working together. We should split everything if we're working as a team. Teamwork makes the dream work. But everybody's out for themselves. It's dog eat dog. You a dog, I'm a dog, everybody a dog. Anyway. I'm not here tomorrow. I'll be burned up. Goodbye.